Tires are essential for modern transportation, but they also have a dark side. As they wear out, they release tiny particles that pollute the air, water, and soil. These particles are not only harmful to the environment, but also to human health. Tire particles are made of synthetic rubber, filling agents, oils, and other additives. Some of these chemicals are toxic and carcinogenic, such as polyaromatic hydrocarbons and benzothiazoles. They can also contain heavy metals such as zinc and lead. When inhaled, these particles can cause respiratory and cardiovascular problems, as well as cancer. When ingested, they can accumulate in the body and affect the liver, kidneys, and nervous system. Tire particles are also a major source of microplastic and nanoplastic pollution. Microplastics are smaller than 5 millimeters, while nanoplastics are smaller than a micrometer. These tiny plastics can enter the food chain and affect aquatic and terrestrial organisms. They can also alter the physical and chemical properties of soil and water. The problem of tire pollution is likely to worsen with the increasing popularity of electric vehicles, EVs. EVs are heavier than conventional vehicles and wear out tires faster. A 2017 study estimated that 1.5 million metric tons of tire particles enter the U.S. environment every year. Another study found that tire wear produced almost 2,000 times more particle pollution than exhaust emissions. To reduce the environmental and health impacts of tire pollution, some possible solutions are developing new types of tires that emit less particles or use biodegradable materials, improving road surfaces and drainage systems to prevent tire particles from accumulating or washing into waterways, implementing stricter regulations and standards for tire emissions and disposal, raising public awareness and promoting sustainable driving habits such as avoiding overinflation, underinflation, and rapid acceleration. Tire pollution is a serious and overlooked issue that needs urgent attention. By taking action now, we can protect our environment and health from this stealthy threat. The potential of using dandelion rubber as a more sustainable and resilient source of natural rubber for tires. Natural rubber is an essential material for making tires, as it has better grip and heat dispersion than synthetic rubber. However, most of the natural rubber in the world comes from a single plant species, the Hevea brasiliensis or rubber tree, which grows mainly in Southeast Asia. This poses several challenges for the tire industry, such as dependence on a single crop that is vulnerable to diseases, pests, and climate change, environmental impacts of deforestation and monoculture plantations, fluctuations in supply and price due to political and economic factors. To overcome these challenges, some tire manufacturers are looking for alternative sources of natural rubber that are more sustainable and resilient. One of the most promising candidates is the Russian dandelion, Tyre-Makers coccygees, which has several advantages over the rubber tree, such as, it can grow in temperate climates and various soil types, reducing the geographical concentration and transportation costs of natural rubber production. It can produce rubber in its roots within 6 months, compared to 7 years for the rubber tree. It can be cultivated as a rotational crop with other plants, enhancing soil quality and biodiversity. It can also provide other valuable products, such as biomass, latex, and inulin. The Russian dandelion was used as a source of rubber during World War II by several countries, including the Soviet Union, the United States, and Germany. However, after the war, it was abandoned in favor of cheaper Hevea rubber. Now, with the increasing demand for natural rubber and the growing awareness of environmental and social issues, there is renewed interest in developing dandelion rubber for commercial use. Several projects in Europe and the US have been working on improving the cultivation, extraction, and processing of dandelion rubber. For example, Continental Tires and the Fraunhofer Institute of Molecular Biology and Applied Ecology in Germany have collaborated on a project called Tyre-Makers, which aims to establish a pilot facility for dandelion rubber production by 2025. Continental Tires has already tested dandelion rubber on bike and truck tires and reported promising results. Another example is Apollo Tires, which was part of an EU-funded consortium called Drive4EU that worked on developing the entire production chain for dandelion rubber from 2014 to 2018. Apollo Tyres has also manufactured bike tires from dandelion rubber and plans to expand its use to other types of tires. Dandelion rubber is not yet ready to replace Hevia rubber completely, as there are still some technical and economic challenges to overcome. For instance, dandelion rubber has lower molecular weight and purity than Hevia rubber, which affects its performance and durability. Moreover, dandelion rubber is still more expensive than Hevia rubber due to lower yields and higher processing costs. However, with further research and innovation, dandelion rubber could become a viable alternative for natural rubber production in the near future. It could offer multiple benefits for the tire industry and society at large, such as reducing greenhouse gas emissions and deforestation associated with natural rubber production, enhancing food security and rural development by providing additional income sources for farmers, diversifying natural rubber supply and improving its resilience to shocks, creating new markets and opportunities for green products and technologies. Dandelion rubber could be a game changer for sustainable tires. It could make use of a common weed that grows almost everywhere into a valuable resource that could help save the planet.